Alright, what is good, YouTube? This is trade recap number 3. Okay, today, obviously by the title, there was no trade today. So I'm slowly building more discipline and patience, not giving in to FOMO, and not giving into greed. And just having straight certainty in my strategy and waiting for it and sticking to my plan. Okay, so on the 4-hour time frame, we were bearish, so we were looking for highs to get swept. We were looking for these highs up here to get swept. Okay. And possibly this high here. Even though this isn't necessarily a high, because in order to have a high, for price to make a high, there must be a low. So this is just the top of this candlestick, of the 4-hour candlestick. And then on the 1-hour time frame, price was bullish. So that means if price has a liquidity sweep, we would then scale down to the 15-minute time frame to look for a break of structure instead of the 5. But if the 1-hour trend and the 4-hour trend were in alignment, we would only scale. We could scale down to the 5-minute and look for a break of structure. So let's see what happens on this. We're looking for highs to get swept. So we have these highs and these highs, and we're looking for sales. So there's no area of confluence that we could use on the 4-hour to sell. So we just have to wait until the 1-hour does something for us. Okay, price ends up sweeping these highs here. Does not end up going up here. And price still does not break structure to the downside either. Price did not break this low here. So that still means that whenever I noticed that price swept this high up here, I was looking for a 15-minute break of structure. Okay, price did not give me a break of structure until this candlestick here. This candlestick here closed below this low. That is whenever price gave us a break of structure on the 15-minute. So price created fair value gaps. Price gave us a order block, and price gave us a breaker block. And I was waiting for price to re-enter into these areas, but it never happened. The entire day, it never happened. So, yeah, there's a fair value gap here. Order block, breaker block, and price just continues to keep giving us fair value gaps here. Another fair value gap. So I'm just waiting for all this to be entered into so I can get an entry. So if we go back to the 1-hour time frame, price ends up closing below this low. So price then creates a 1-hour fair value gap, which is a very high confluence area, and price ends up creating an order block and a breaker block on the 1-hour time frame. So I'm like, okay, price, it's 11 o'clock now because this is the 10 o'clock hour. So this is 10 o'clock to 11 o'clock, and the 1-hour, the 11 o'clock hour starts to form. So I'm like, okay, price should come back into this area, or somewhere in this area, and then continue back down because it's showing so much bearish pressure. So now, since the 1-hour broke structure to the downside and is in alignment with the 4-hour, we can then scale down to the 5-minute. So this looks so ugly. Price creates fair value gaps for us on the 5-minute. But price is just looking like it's losing pressure. But I'm still looking for any trade that I can get my hands on in this moment, right at that moment. So price comes up, okay, shows bullish pressure. So I'm like, okay, now I need a 5-minute break of structure to the downside. And that's what I'm looking for. This entire time, I'm just looking for a 5-minute break of structure to the downside. That's all I'm looking for. Okay, price ends up giving us a break of structure to the downside, but it is literally so far gone, dude. Like, I was just looking at this. It's at 108 right now. So the last thing that I saw was this bullish candle here, and I looked at price all the way from 8:30, around about this time, all the way to here, just looking at price and how it moved and understanding it. I was very, I'm not going to say very, I want to say I was extremely tempted to take a trade throughout here, but now that I think about it, price never gave us a break of structure on the 5-minute. No, I did not need a break of structure on the 5-minute, to be completely honest with you, because price price had already gave us a break of structure up here. So I was just looking for price to re-enter to any of these confluences, show bearish pressure coming out of it. So this is what I was looking at. So since price gave us the high time frame liquidity sweep, and then gave us a break of structure on the 5-minute, I was simply looking for since price re-entered into the 5-minute time frame. This is what gets me tripped up. It's like I feel like I was just chasing something that was not there. And I'm happy that I did not take a trade today and I got to experience going through emotions of FOMO, uh, greed, um, etc. Also building discipline and patience, being confident in my strategy and knowing exactly what I'm looking for. But whenever I was around this time looking for a trade that just was not there, it really tested me. It really tested me because I did not have a trade yesterday, and today, since I've just got off the charts, and today is a no trade day as well. So it's like two trade two trades back to back. At the first trading day, which was Monday, I got a trade on that one, which was excellent. It was beautifully executed. It literally took like maybe 30 minutes to an hour for it to hit TP, which is great. And I just got my funded account, and I would love to take a trade, but this is where the discipline is just built. I'm not even going to show this trade because I was just making it all up in my head. If you look at the time, it's 11:30, okay, around about this time here, and I would like to get off the charts around 12 o'clock. So I'm like, okay, I have plenty of time to be able to hit a trade, let it hit TP, and etc. But anyways, price just didn't end up doing what I needed it to do. I feel like I wasn't following my rules properly in this area. I was giving into greed. I was giving into FOMO. I was starting to feel intense emotion. I was like, should I take this trade? Oh, I'll scale down. I'll scale down to risking $10 instead of $20 whenever I take this trade. So if I lose, it's okay. But it just goes against my trading rules. Yeah. Another no trading day, which is fine. I should be happy with today, even though I'm not happy. But I should be happy in the fact that I built discipline in my habits, and I built patience. I built discipline with not giving in the greed. I built discipline with not giving in the FOMO, which is fear of missing out. So I'm proud of myself for today. But these little days and these discipline building days will be beneficial for me in the future. But there's infinite days in the market. You just got to be patient. I appreciate y'all for watching, and yeah, I hope y'all have a beautiful rest of your day.